Good morning, friends. So, yesterday our class was closed at this point. Just we started the types of semiconductors, but due to the time limit, our Zoom meeting was closed, and therefore we could not complete that topic yesterday. So, we will again start from that topic, that is the types of semiconductors. In the last 2 or 3 lectures, we have seen what are the semiconductors and how these semiconductors, metals and insulators can be classified on the basis of band diagram that we have seen. Now these semiconducting materials are very promising materials for the electronic industry. So these semiconducting materials are classified into 2 major categories, that is intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor. आवाज येतोय माझा सगळ्यांना?
हो सर.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
So there are 2 major types of semiconductors, intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductors. Intrinsic semiconductors cannot be further classified, but extrinsic semiconductors are again further classified into 2 types, that is N-type semiconductors and P-type semiconductors. Now, what are the intrinsic semiconductors that I have explained yesterday? But please mute, Pinjari. Please mute your camera. Okay. So, intrinsic semiconductors, these are the semiconducting material in the purest form. So, you know, the semiconducting materials in the purest form are insulator at absolute zero. Pinjari, please mute your mic. Pinjari, Tanni Jha.
Sir, mute ही है.
नहीं, आपका साउंड आ रहा है. हाँ, अभी म्यूट हुआ.
नो. हेलो.
हाँ.
सर वो वृषाली पाटिल कौन है सर?
काजी से. हाँ, वृषाली पाटिल. उसका माइक ओपन है क्या? Okay, mute all mics, please. Okay, it's fine. So, intrinsic semiconductors, these are the pure semiconducting materials, and these pure semiconducting materials are insulator at absolute zero. That I have told yesterday. So, at absolute zero, there are no free electrons or holes in the pure semiconducting material, and therefore they are insulator at absolute zero. But at room temperature, due to the thermal energy, some of the covalent bonds in the intrinsic semiconductor breaks, and some electrons are made free. So, due to the breaking of the covalent bonds, electron-hole pairs are generated, and therefore the semiconducting materials which are in the purest form, they becomes conductor, partial conductor at room temperature. So, in intrinsic semiconductor, the number of electrons generated is equal to number of holes. So, the number of holes and number of electrons are equal in number in case of intrinsic semiconductor. इथे लक्षात. तर इंट्रिन्सिक सेमीकंडक्टर जे ते प्युरेस्ट फॉर्म मध्ये ज्यावेळेला आपल्याकडे उपलब्ध असतात, so the intrinsic semiconductors in the purest form at absolute zero are insulators, because all the atoms of intrinsic semiconductor are held together by the covalent bonds, and therefore no free electrons are available at absolute zero. Absolute zero temperature means minus 273 degrees centigrade, or we can say it is a 0 degree Kelvin temperature. So no free electrons are available or no charge carriers are available at absolute zero, and therefore intrinsic semiconductors are insulator at absolute zero. But we do not use these semiconducting materials at the absolute zero because it is very lowest temperature. So we use the semiconducting materials at the room temperature, and the room temperature ranges from 15 degrees centigrade to 45 degrees centigrade. So at this temperature, due to the thermal energy, some of the covalent bonds breaks and electron hole pairs are generated. So breaking of one covalent bond creates one electron and one hole. So if there are 10 covalent bonds are broken at a room temperature, then there will be 10 electrons and 10 holes will be created. So the number of electron holes generated depends upon the temperature. It depends upon the temperature. That means the thermal energy. So higher the temperature, room temperature, or higher the temperature of the semiconducting material, more and more charge carriers are available for the flow of current. So intrinsic semiconductors in the purest form are conductor at room temperature. So why this intrinsic word is chosen for the semiconductor? So intrinsic means the conductivity came inside the material. So we have not added anything outside into the intrinsic semiconductor. So we have not added anything into the semiconducting material. There the conductivity or resistivity changes have been made inside the material itself, and therefore it is called as the intrinsic. आपण एखाद्याला म्हणतो की तुझ्या मनातली जी गोष्ट आहे किंवा तुझ्या स्वतःची जी गोष्ट आहे त्याला आपण इंट्रिन्सिक थिंग म्हणतो. इंट्रिन्सिक आपल्या स्वतःच्या मधून आलेली जी गोष्ट असेल त्याला आपण इंट्रिन्सिक म्हणतो. तसंच प्युअर सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल मध्ये चार्ज कॅरियर्स हे त्या मटेरियल मधूनच जनरेट होतात आणि म्हणून त्याला इंट्रिन्सिक असं सेमीकंडक्टर्स म्हणतात. दूसरा जो प्रकार आहे, सेकंड टाइप ऑफ मटेरियल सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल इज द एक्सट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर. सो एक्सट्रिंसिक मीन्स आउटसाइड, म्हणजे वी आर ऍडिंग समथिंग फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड. आपण बाहेरून काहीतरी ऍड करतोय. सो ड्यू टू आता हे जे आपण बाहेरून ऍड करतोय त्या ॲटम्सला आपण म्हणतो इम्प्युरिटी ॲटम्स ऑर फॉरेन ॲटम्स. त्याला म्हणतो आपण इम्प्युरिटी ऑर फॉरेन ॲटम. So the extrinsic semiconductors are produced by adding impurity atoms or foreign atom into the pure semiconducting material without breaking the covalent bonds. Without breaking the covalent bonds means we do not break the covalent bonds, but we add the impurity atoms into the pure semiconducting material in order to increase the number of charge carriers. That is, we can increase the number of electrons or we can increase the number of holes as our wish. आपल्याला काय पाहिजे, नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स वाढवायचे आहेत की नंबर ऑफ होल्स वाढवायचे आहेत, that depends on you. It is our choice. So depending upon the type of impurity added, these extrinsic semiconductors are formed. So the extrinsic semiconductors are formed due to the addition of impurity elements. So this addition of impurity elements, it is called as the doping. So doping, it is the process of adding impurity atoms to the intrinsic semiconductor. The intrinsic semiconductors आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये आपण बाहेरून जे atoms टाकतोय ती जी प्रोसेस आहे, that process is called as the doping. तर आपण doping is the process of adding impurity atoms or foreign atoms into the intrinsic semiconductor. So this is the process, and that process is not the simple process. It is a very complicated process. We cannot take simple intrinsic semiconductors and put a impurity into it. It cannot be done like that. So it is the special doping is done by special kind of techniques. So that is not the part of our discussion. You only remember the definition of intrinsic semiconductor, the definition of extrinsic semiconductor, and the definition of doping. Now next, so how these intrinsic semiconductors are produced, that I am explaining this with reference to this diagram. Now see, I have shown here a pure semiconducting material. So silicon material is taken. So in silicon material, all the atoms, we are interested in valence electron. Valence electron means the electrons in the outermost orbit. So silicon has 4 valence electrons. So each silicon atom forms a covalent bond with the neighboring atom by sharing 1 electron with the neighboring atom. So each these 4 electrons from a single atom, they will be shared by the 4 neighboring silicon atoms. So all the neighboring silicon atoms are held together by covalent bonds, strong covalent bonds. So as previously I told you that the this pure semiconductors at absolute zero, no thermal energy is provided, and therefore all the electrons are involved in covalent bond, and hence no electrons or holes are present at absolute zero. But as I have said, due to the thermal energy at room temperature, some of the covalent bonds breaks. So see here, suppose this covalent bond is broken. See, my cursor is here. So suppose this covalent bond is broken. Due to the breaking of this covalent bond, what happens? The electron is made free. So this electron is made free. So when the electron is made free, it is free to move within the crystal structure of the silicon, and the space, the place which it has left, it is vacant. So this space is called as the absence of electron. So the place where the electron is loose, it is the absence of electron. So the absence of electron created, it is called as the hole, and it is called as the hole, and hole carries a positive charge. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेला कोव्हॅलंट बॉन्ड ब्रेक होतो, तर तो कोव्हॅलंट बॉन्ड ब्रेक झाल्यानंतर इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज होईल, आणि रिलीज झाल्यानंतर त्याची जी जागा आहे, रिकामी जागा म्हणूया आपण त्याला, त्याने जी जागा सोडलेली आहे त्या जागेला आपण काय म्हणूया की तो पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज असेल, कारण निगेटिव्ह चार्ज तिथून निघून गेला, आणि इन ऑर्डर टू हॅव चार्ज न्यूट्रॅलिटी त्या ठिकाणी पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज क्रिएट झाला पाहिजे. So that positive charge created, it is called as the hole. So hole, it is simply the concept. So what is the hole? Hole is the absence of negatively charged electron. Hole is the absence of negatively charged electron. So in intrinsic semiconductor, how intrinsic semiconductors are formed? So this is the pure semiconductor at room temperature. Covalent bond has mute your mic.
बता दो जमीन का दिया.
अरे please mute your mic. All should mute mic. Disturbance is coming on. अरे मी काय सांगतोय कोणाला ऐकू येतंय का? म्यूट करा, म्यूट. So when covalent bond breaks, one bond breaks, one electron is created. If two bonds are broken, two electrons will be created. So number of electrons and number of holes will be equal in number in case of intrinsic. So the number of charge carriers generated depends upon. अरे कौन डिस्टर्ब करते हैं? म्यूट करा. हा कोण आहे? लायनचं चित्र असणारा कोण आहे? त्याने माईक म्यूट नाही केलं.
ऐसी मार सकता लेकिन नहीं मार पाऊंगा. नहीं मार सकता. मार वाह हार्ड वर्ड से करना पड़ता है.
So this is how the intrinsic semiconductors are produced, or how the intrinsic semiconductors are formed. So these are the pure semiconducting materials, but at room temperature some of the covalent bond breaks, and therefore electron hole pairs are generated, and the number of electron hole pairs generated depend upon the room temperature. So higher the temperature, more number of the charge carriers will be generated, and therefore the conductivity of the material will be higher. Large the number of charge carriers, larger will be the conductivity, and smaller will be in the resistivity. Now next we will turn to the extrinsic semiconductor. So in case of extrinsic semiconductors, we add impurity atoms into the pure semiconducting material. So when we add an impurity atom to the pure semiconducting material to increase the charge carriers, then इट इज कॉल्ड एज द एक्सट्रिंजिक सेमीकंडक्टर्स. आता ज्या वेळेला आपण फॉरेन इम्प्युरिटी ऍड करतो त्या प्युअर सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल मध्ये, तर ते जे मटेरियल तयार होईल त्याला म्हणायचं एक्सट्रिंजिक सेमीकंडक्टर्स. तर नंबर ऑफ चार्ज कॅरियर्स डिपेंड्स अपॉन दी amount of impurity you have added into the pure semiconducting material. So this addition of impurity atoms is done without breaking the covalent bonds. As you have seen, in case of intrinsic semiconductor there is a breaking of the covalent bonds, but in case of extrinsic semiconductors the covalent bonds will not be broken, only the impurity atoms will be added into the pure semiconducting material. So we will see next in the next slides. So these are the there are two types of extrinsic semiconductors that we have seen, N-type semiconductor and P-type semiconductor. So when N-type semiconductors are produced and when P-type semiconductors are produced. So N-type semiconductors means the semiconductors in which there are electrons are larger in number. So the majority charge carriers are electrons in N-type semiconductor. So this N stands for negative. And N stands for negative means N negative for electrons. So if the semiconducting material has a large number of electrons as a charge carriers, then it is called as the N-type semiconductor. If the semiconducting material has a holes as a majority charge carrier, so if the number of charge carriers are holes is greater than the number of charge carriers as electrons, then it is called as the P-type semiconductor. So in P-type semiconductor, holes are the majority charge carriers. P for positive, holes carry the positive charge. आता हे N type आणि P type extrinsic semiconductor, how they are produced. So N type semiconductor is produced by adding pentavalent impurity. त्या pentavalent impurity आपण donor impurity पण म्हणू शकतो किंवा N type impurity पण म्हणू शकतो. आता pentavalent impurity म्हणजे काय? The pentavalent means 5 electrons. So in the outermost orbit there are 5 electrons in that element. ज्या एलिमेंटला आपल्याला ऍड करायचंय त्याच्यामध्ये 5 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतील आउटर ऑर्बिट मध्ये. आज पेंटाव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटीला डोनर इम्प्युरिटी पण म्हणू शकतो आपण किंवा त्याला एन टाइप इम्प्युरिटी पण म्हणू शकतो. सो दीज आर दी अल्टरनेट नेम्स फॉर दिस टाइप ऑफ इम्प्युरिटी. तसंच इन ऑर्डर टू प्रोड्यूस द एक्सट्रिंजिक सेमीकंडक्टर ट्रायव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटीज आर ॲडेड. ट्रायव्हॅलंट मीन्स द एलिमेंट्स in which there are 3 electrons, valence electrons. There are 3 electrons in its outermost orbit. The trivalent impurity आपण acceptor impurity सुद्धा म्हणू शकतो किंवा p type impurity सुद्धा म्हणू शकतो. P for positive, positive charge. So why these impurities are called as the donor impurity or why it is called as the acceptor impurity? Other pentavalent impurity means it donates the electron. It donates the electron to the material. म्हणून त्याला donor impurity असं म्हणतात. आणि trivalent impurity जे it accepts the electron from the neighboring atoms. म्हणून त्याला acceptor impurity असं म्हटलेलं आहे. बरोबर. तर donor means it donates the electron and acceptor means it accepts the electrons from the neighboring element. आता हा एन टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर एक्सट्रिंजिक सेमीकंडक्टर प्रोड्यूस करण्यासाठी आपल्याला कोणकोणते एलिमेंट्स आपल्याला ऍड करू शकतो? which elements we can add to produce the n type element, n type semiconductor? So if you look into the periodic table, so see the group 5 elements. So in group 5 elements there are elements phosphorus, antimony, arsenic and bismuth. So all these have 5 electrons in their outermost orbit. So all these elements are pentavalent in nature. Means all these elements have a ability to donate an electron, right? So they donate the electron. Therefore, these are the pentavalent impurities. Now, in order to produce the p-type material, trivalent impurities are added. So trivalent impurities, if you look into the periodic table, you will see group 3 elements. So in group 3 elements, gallium, indium, aluminum, and boron. All these elements have 3 valence electrons. Means there are 3 electrons in their outermost orbit. So these elements have a ability to accept the electron from the neighboring atom. Therefore, these impurities are also called as the acceptor impurity. Donor means to donate the electron, to give the electron. Accept means to accept the electron. So if such types of impurities are added, pentavalent and trivalent, N type and P type materials are produced. Now let us see diagrammatically how the N type semiconducting material is produced using the addition of pentavalent impurity. So remember, for the production, in order to produce the N type semiconductor, we must have to add pentavalent impurities. So pentavalent impurities means which impurities? These phosphorus, antimony, arsenic or bismuth. So this we have to add. So Suppose this is the pure semiconducting material, silicon material is there. As I have already told you that silicon and germanium, these are the two materials which are widely used as a semiconducting material. Both are tetravalent. Tetra means there are 4 electrons in their outermost orbit. So both have the 4 electrons in their outermost orbits, both silicon and germanium. So I am taking here the silicon material. So suppose this is the purest silicon material. So in pure silicon material, all the atoms are held together by the covalent bond. Now suppose I purposely add a pentavalent impurity. Suppose pentavalent impurity, first take the phosphorus. So if I add a one phosphorus atom, suppose this P is the phosphorus atom. Now phosphorus has 5 electrons in its outermost orbit. So phosphorus has 5 electrons in its outermost orbit. Therefore, the 4 electrons will form a covalent bond with the neighboring silicon atom. So suppose this electron will form a covalent bond with this silicon atom. This will form a covalent bond with this silicon atom. So the 4 electrons will get engaged in forming the covalent bond with the neighboring silicon atom. But the phosphorus has 5 electrons. So this 5th electron will not find a electron. It will not find the electron to form a pair. त्याला पेयर फॉर्म करण्यासाठी दुसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन मिळत नाहीये. It looks for the another electron to form a pair, but it doesn't find it. Therefore, this electron, the 5th electron, which does not form a covalent bond, it remains free. तो तिथे काय राहतो, भटकत राहतो, तो फिरत राहील, त्याला कोणीही जोडीदार मिळत नाही. म्हणून when we add one phosphorus atom, 4 electrons will get engaged into the formation of the covalent bond, but 1 electron remains free. So this phosphorus has donated 1 electron. So one phosphorus atom has donated 1 electron. That means 1 electron is created more. 1 electron is created more, and this electron is free. It is not bound. It is not bounded. This electron is free. So free electron is created when we add 1 pentavalent impurity. When you add one pentavalent impurity, 1 electron is created. If you add 2 impurities, 2 electrons will be created. So if you add 1000 impurity elements, 1000 electrons will be created. So depends upon the number of impurity atoms, the number of electrons will be generated. म्हणजे या सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल मध्ये जर आपण पेंटाव्हॅलंट इम्प्युरिटी ऍड केला, आपण आपला हे सेशन 10 मिनिटांमध्ये क्लोज होणार आहे. आपल्याला 10 मिनिटांमध्ये फिनिश करायचं आहे. So I will go fast. So this is the silicon. Number of phosphorus atom तुम्ही जितके ऍड करणार तितके इलेक्ट्रॉन्स त्या ठिकाणी जनरेट होणार. तर आपल्याला या ठिकाणी नंबर ऑफ चार्ज कॅरियर्स काय मिळाले, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. आपल्याला पाहिजे तेवढे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आपण वाढवू शकतो. सो ॲज यू इन्क्रीज द नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स in this type of n-type semiconductor, the resistivity of that semiconducting material will go on decreasing. That means the conductivity will go on increasing. Now let us see the formation of p-type semiconductor. Now how p-type semiconductor is produced? So again take a pure silicon material. समजा आपण हे प्युअर सिलिकॉन मटेरियल घेतलं आणि आपल्याला माहिती आहे की फॉर्मेशन ऑफ पी टाइप सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल साठी आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल, we have to add trivalent impurity. So the impurity elements should have 3 electrons in its outermost orbit. So this is the pure silicon material as usual, and all these atoms are held together by the covalent bonds, right? Now if I purposely add a trivalent impurity, suppose for example boron. So this is the boron atom. Now I have added this boron atom. Now boron has only 3 electrons in its outermost orbit. There are 3 valence electrons. So the 3 valence electrons will form a covalent bond with the neighboring atoms. Now but this silicon atom will not have a electron to form a pair with it. So there is a absence of electron. So there is a absence of electron. That means this absence of electron, ही जी इथे absence of electron आहे, हा काय करेल, शेजारच्या ॲटम मधला इलेक्ट्रॉन इकडे ओढायचा प्रयत्न करेल. समजा हा इलेक्ट्रॉन इथं ओढून घेतला याने, तर हा फॉर्म होईल, पण इथे एक इलेक्ट्रॉन क्रिएट, आपलं इथे एक होल क्रिएट होईल, इथे एक होल क्रिएट झाला तर हे होल पुन्हा दुसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन ओढून घेईल. म्हणजे ऍट एनी इन्स्टंट ऑफ टाइम there is always a absence of one electron. At any instant of time there is a absence of one electron, and absence of electron means positive charge. Absence of electron means positive charge. That means hole is created. That is, hole is created. Now I repeat here again here. Now boron atom has 3 valence electrons in its outermost orbit. So these 3 electrons are involved in forming the covalent bond. But this silicon atom has 4 electrons in its outermost orbit. So in order to make this bond, this region electrically neutral, this is the negative charge. Therefore, automatically here the positive charge will be created. So this positive charge created means there is an absence of electron. So this will look for the electron. This region will look for the electron to form the pair. So it will attract the electron from the neighboring atom. समजा हा neighboring atom मधला इलेक्ट्रॉन इकडे ओढून घेतला त्याने, पण जिथून तो ओढून घेतला पुन्हा तिथे absent झाला. Again there is absence of electron. So at any instant of time there is always a absence of electron. So absence of electron means there is a positive charge. There is a positive charge, creation of positive charge, and this creation of positive charge, it is called as the hole. So this hole is denoted here by this hollow circle. हे जे पोकळ सर्कल दिसते ते मी या ठिकाणी होल म्हणून त्याला मान्यता दिलेली आहे. So this is the hole is created. So when we add a trivalent impurity to the pure semiconducting material, the one hole is created. If you add 2 boron atoms, 2 holes will be created. If you add 1000 boron atoms, 1000 holes will be created. So 1000 holes means 1000 positive charge will be created. So in this way, this material becomes rich in positive charge. This material becomes rich in positive charge. In the previous case, the material becomes rich in negative charge. So the majority charge carriers in that material was electrons. So majority charge carriers in this material, that is in the p-type material, are the holes. So in this way, we can create a p-type material and n-type semiconducting material. म्हणजे आपण p-type material आणि n-type semiconducting material आपण प्रोड्यूस करू शकतो, क्रिएट करू शकतो. नाउ दीज आर दी फंडामेंटल थिंग्स. इथून आपला कोर्स स्टार्ट होणार आहे. So this is the only the revision of some basic concepts which we have learned in the 12th and 11th standard. तो तुम्हाला p टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर्स म्हणजे काय, n टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर्स म्हणजे काय हे सांगता आलं पाहिजे, राइट? So this is all about how to form a n type semiconductor and p type semiconductor. Madam, let us summarize all these things. N type semiconductors कसा तयार होतो? For the production of the n type semiconductor, pentavalent impurities are added into the pure semiconducting material. And in n type semiconductor, the majority charge carriers, that is the concentration of charge carriers, is electrons. So in n type semiconductor, the majority charge carriers are electrons. Now in p type semiconductors, how to form the p type semiconductors? In p type semiconductors, the trivalent impurities are added. So trivalent impurities are added means it produces a hole, additional hole. One impurity atom produces one additional hole as a charge carrier. So in p type semiconductor, the p type semiconductors are rich in positive charge. P type semiconductors are rich in positive charge. That means p type semiconductors contains large number of holes. So p type material has a holes as a majority charge carriers, and n type semiconductor has a electrons as a charge carriers. आता एक लक्षात घ्या की आता हे आपलं इथून सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल आपण बघितलं. आता या सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियलने सगळी दुनिया चेंज करून टाकलेली आहे. दिस सेमीकंडक्टिंग मटेरियल हॅज चेंज्ड द होल वर्ल्ड. तुमचा लॅपटॉप असेल, कॉम्प्युटर असेल, मोबाईल असेल, कुठलेही इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिव्हाइस असेल, रेडिओ असेल, ट्रान्झिस्टर असेल, कुठलेही इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीन घ्या, all these electronics machines are works on these types of semiconductors, N type semiconductor आणि P type semiconductor. सगळे devices, all devices are fabricated from these two types of semiconducting materials. Solar cell असेल, light emitting diode असेल, सगळे any electronic components, majority of electronic components are fabricated from these semiconducting materials, that is from silicon and germanium. So this is all about the basics of these semiconducting materials. आपली आता मीटिंग संपते 1 मिनिटामध्ये. चला आपण हे इथं वाइंड अप करूया, 1च मिनिट बाकी आहे. मी इथे थांबतो आणि उद्यापासून आपण आपल्या ऍक्च्युअल सिलेबसला आपलं उद्यापासून स्टार्ट होईल. वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द डायोड. माझं बोलणं समजतंय सगळ्यांना?
हो सर.
Yes, sir.
हा, काही अडचण
Yes,
येत नाही?
sir.
काही क्वेश्चन्स असतील तर सांग, विचारा. 1 मिनिट बाकी आहे आपल्याला. 1 मिनिटामध्ये आपल्याला फक्त काही क्वेश्चन्स अँड आन्सर्स. आपल्याला हे टाइम लिमिट कसं घालवता येईल ते जरा मला सांगा. बाकीचे लेक्चर्स किती मिनिटाचे होत आहेत तुमचे? 40 मिनिट्स होत आहेत 1 तासाचे. कल्याणी आहे का?
सर फक्त 40 मिनिट्सचे होत आहे. हो सर.
सगळे 40 मिनिट्सच होत आहेत ना?
फक्त 40 मिनिट्सचे होत आहे सर.
हा 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 हा.
हो.
हा, बघूया आपण पुढे भविष्यात आपल्याला हे लिमिट जर वाढवता आलं 40 मिनिटाचं तर बघूया, कारण हे 40 मिनिटं काही पुरत नाही. कारण आपण 10 मिनिटं तर तुम्ही जॉईन व्हायला करायला लागून जातात. तुम्ही 10 मिनिटं वेळ घेतात जॉईनिंग करायला, म्हणजे आपल्याला 30च मिनिटं मिळतात. बरोबर आहे? तर जरा लवकर जॉईन होत चला. आणि कोणीतरी स्क्रीनशॉट घ्या बरं याचा. सगळे पार्टिसिपंट्स प्रेझेंट आहेत, याचा स्क्रीनशॉट घ्या. कोणीतरी घ्या आणि मला पाठवा. पार्टिसिपंट लिस्टचा स्क्रीनशॉट मला पाठवा कोणाकडे असेल तर. आपण मीटिंग संपते आपली ऑटोमॅटिक. आता आपण उद्या पुन्हा याच वेळेला भेटूया. मी या सगळ्या नोट्स तुम्हाला देणार आहे. डोंट वरी.